Hello guys, in this video I'm going to be drilling a hole right over here, right in my case, because the microphone of the GoPro, which I will show in the video, it is actually right directly behind this plastic. And there's another microphone that's on top over here, and the GoPros, they like to switch it between the microphones, back and front, back and front. And if it's blocked, then you're gonna have a sound like you're in a fishbowl. I'll explain this. Guys, before we begin, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, because you're gonna find a lot of videos hopefully interesting on my channel if you clicked on this one, because I do a lot of different stuff, vlogging on YouTube and also making sprinter videos and other mechanical type of videos on my channel. Thanks. By the way guys, any of these items shown in the video, there are going to be links for them in the description below, so if you guys don't have them and you want to pick them up, feel free to click those links for Amazon and checking these items out. Okay, enjoy the video. Hello my dear viewers, and welcome to another day with Zimaleta. My name is Serge, and in today's video, I'm sitting in my garage. Yes, this is my garage. Got a garage door over here. If you're my sprinter viewers, don't worry, sprinter videos are coming. Actually, I was just getting ready to film some sprinter videos with my GoPro. I was gonna mount it to my head. I have a GoPro here. But I discovered there's a problem. And here's the problem, and a lot of you vloggers that clicked on this, the solution and the problem is this little case. If you don't want to use a microphone, you know, you might have like one of these, and it's kind of awesome to use it. And the reason you probably bought one of these is probably because it actually stores this $50 connector for the microphone. Basically, it slides right inside through there, and then you have like the charging port, and you have like the microphone port. But the problem comes in when you mount it on your head. I mean, what's the use of having this microphone over here if this is kind of like a shotgun style microphone, so you could, like, you know, talk into directly whenever you're vlogging. So it is really not that useful having it right on top of your head, unless you have it on the vlogging stick like this. Then of course, you know, you're twisting it forward, you're twisting it back. The talking with the microphone is actually pretty good. But actually, I found a problem with both of these setups. This is an aluminum type of case. Works great. So does this one. This is plastic. It also works great. But the problem comes in is that it's kind of, this is the original plastic type of GoPro HERO7 type of mount. And here's the problem. Here's the problem. With the original, you know, GoPro HERO7 Black, I mean, this is like the latest and greatest with GoPros, like a $400 camera. There's a microphone like right here, and there's another microphone right here. What's going on is that this case right here does not have a microphone place right here. And as you can see, I kind of started drilling, but then I kind of thought, you know what? I'm just going to make a video about it. Maybe it's going to help somebody out, because what happens is when this microphone is blocked off, a lot of times you're gonna start like recording it, and you're gonna hear like sort of like you're in a fishbowl, and then the GoPro kind of like figures out that the sound's not that great, and it switches the microphone to this one, when on top it actually is open. So like if I actually will stick it right inside, you can't see it that good. Yeah, you can. That little black dot right there, that is a microphone, but there's nothing in here, and it's completely blocked off. So it's like, basically there's nothing there. But if you're gonna put this in a regular GoPro type of case, right here, see, there it is. They did kind of think about it, like there is an area right there where like there's a microphone, and there is two of these little things. I don't think they're that good, but I think it's a lot better than not having nothing at all. Like for instance, on this metal vlogging thing over here, there is a very tiny hole right here that's behind this little screw. It is right there. Actually, let's remove this little screw. This is actually what holds the camera in. It is so tiny that when I would record, well, I guess don't mind that hole. Yeah, that little hole right there, you could see it now. It is so tiny. I mean, you would think it would be enough for the microphone, but it's really not. And my solution is actually drilling these things out to, you know, be a little bit bigger. I think probably drilling like this size, you know, for this metal case would be sufficient. But for the plastic one, I'm gonna go with a bigger hole because there's like nothing else that's mounted over there. Something you might be wondering, guys, like why do I need like so many of these GoPro, you know, type of setups? Well, there's a couple different reasons. Like these, you know, these GoPros sometimes like they're standing on a tripod. Like I have a nice little tripod, but sometimes they tip over, guys, and when it falls, it breaks your case. I actually just recently broke my original GoPro Hero session case, and then I realized, I'm like thinking, wow, like I need like a metal one, so I got a metal one. And I've really, like, I mean, this is convenient kind of like in a way, but I really kind of don't like, you know, getting in there like with fingers like that and like opening it up. It's kind of tough. This is the original case. Yeah, so I kind of like this case a little bit better. You basically stick the camera in here. Look how easily it like slides in. It like slides in perfect. It protects the lens real nice. And you basically slide this little door right there. See? It's snapped in. And then you kind of like press on a little corner right there with that one finger, and it slides out. And look, see, it snaps in. So it keeps the camera like nice and sturdy. And this particular one by Ulanza, it also has this that came with it, which is kind of nice. You know, it slides out. It's kind of like a tight fit. I mean, you can pull it out and then mount something like this on it. You see? Well, I'm mounting it backwards. This is like the microphone right here. But the reason that they got this one over here is so that the microphone is going to be a little bit taller, so that you don't have to get like these extra type of mounts, you know, for like the vlogging setup. You see how much higher that is? Because what happens is, you know, whenever you like vlogging and stuff, this does bounce, and sometimes it gets right into your shot, you know, like what you're trying to like record and stuff. But the cool thing about it is, with this type of, it's a plastic type of case, but I really like it by Ulanza. And I bought the metal one first, but this is really useful because it has a housing for the electronic part. Before, I just kind of like had it like sitting over here. But you just simply, oh yeah, this is an iPhone connector. This is this basically connects to the iPhone as well. And basically you just basically plug this in over here like that, and actually you could go ahead and use it. Yeah, so anyways, like this here plugs in right into the camera, like right here. And then boom, there you go. If you are vlogging, guys, you want to make sure that the microphone you do get, it is not a cell phone type, like it's not like meant for smartphones, because it's just not gonna work, you know, with this type of setup. However, this little iPhone thing you've seen me use, if I put a converter, you know, for it, I have like another short little wire. I put a converter on it, and then all of a sudden I have like sound for the iPhone. Then it works, you know, great. I think recently though, I plugged it in and I recorded myself without the converter, and it possibly worked, but not advised, because it needs to be like a gray connector, you know, for it to work. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and drill a hole. Anyways, let's go ahead and pull the camera out, remove that little thing, and unplug this. Slide the camera out, and we're simply going to just drill into it. This is not ideal, obviously. I will actually mount the GoPro on my head, you know, while I'm drilling for the metal one. But this is plastic, so it's okay. This is kind of dangerous, guys. Drilling right directly into your hand. I'm gonna actually stop myself. I just wanted to create like a kind of like a deeper pocket, and then I'm actually going to put it like on a base right there, so in case it slips, it's gonna be fine. Yeah, see what happened? it actually just grabbed the plastic and swung it. So you want to make sure you're actually not holding it towards your hand. So now it's a little bit of a mess, but this seems like I don't know, like this is like some kind of like heavy duty plastic. I mean, it is kind of thick. I like the feeling of this plastic here. So now, as you can see, we have a perfect little hole right there. So now, once we stick the camera inside, where's my microphone? Oops, hold on. Surprisingly, I actually drilled a little bit too low. The microphone is like right there. This is still going to work, but it's right there. And there's also like another hole right here, which would help with the sound. But I'm gonna drill another tinier hole up top. But this is actually going to be really good for me because obviously it's gonna have sound when I actually decide to use it on top of my head, which I'll be testing in today's videos. Because I want to take some stuff apart that's kind of like mechanical, and to do that it's going to be good to have a head-mounted type of GoPro. So let's turn this thing off. So what I'm gonna do actually is I'm going to kind of like create like an oval type of a hole. I'm just gonna remove this little thing. I'm gonna stick it out, and I'm gonna just basically put the drill. I'm gonna start pushing it down to create it. There you go. Now let's see where the hole is. Now you could see it. It's kind of like right there. So now it's just time for me to kind of clean it up, and we'll be good to go. I have like one of these tools that you could actually, like, it's a filer, so you could actually just get in there and just file it down a little bit. So this is just what I'm gonna do a little bit, and it is rounded, so kind of perfect for this type of situation. There you go. You could kind of see what I did there. Not bad. This is going to be really good for me now because I could record sound, obviously, by not having the microphone plugged in. The GoPro does have very good sound, guys. The original sound, it is very good. So, like in other situations where it's like loud environments and stuff like that, obviously the GoPro is going to be like thrown off a lot, like it's just switching back and forth and picking up a lot of like outside noise. And you can avoid that by having a microphone that's directional microphone like I have, which is going to help you with sound to make it even better. But it's very hard to tell the difference if everything is working like it should. Like when I was testing in the beginning, I'm thinking, is this microphone even plugged in? Because it sounds like original sound. I noticed a difference, however, once I actually stuck the GoPro in the metal case, and in the metal one, man, it was like a fishbowl. I'm thinking, wow, this is horrible. Can't really use that. So anyways, I'm gonna plug the camera right in. Now you could see at the very top right there, there's the hole there for the microphone. And I kind of like this bigger hole, guys. And you know, like instead of it's trying to basically get sound through these little tiny holes. So I'm actually going to do the same thing here, and I'm gonna drill this out as well. So that I could have, you know, this case as well. You know, it's gonna be working pretty good. But with the GoPro, I see that they actually went above and beyond, like on the inside. there's that little area, kind of like a triangle, and they have like some kind of like a feels like a rubber seal around it over there. So they created like a very tiny pocket so that the sound obviously has two holes, kind of like, you know, in and out, which is actually a really good idea. That's why, like, with this GoPro, there's like no issues with the sound. Like, it actually works. But I'm just gonna put a tinier hole, right in that. I'm gonna try to make it right in that triangle, and I'm just gonna be safe right over here. So I'm still within that triangle, and look at that perfect little hole. So let's see what that's actually going to look like once I put a GoPro in. If you could actually see the microphone. I think, guys, one of the important things is it's sound. Like, when it comes to making videos, sound is pretty much the most important thing. Surprisingly, I do not see the microphone through the GoPro thing. So I'm kind of thinking, did they have it in the wrong place? I guess they did. Like, look at this, guys. This is directly inside, and you know, there's no access to it. So I'll have to drill another hole, round hole right next to this one, so that we could actually have the microphone, you know, to be able to get sound. Wow, that is kind of incredible, because, like, why would it be like that? But you know, it does fall in that triangle, and there was way for the, you know, for the sound to get into. You could kind of see, like, that little triangle right there, that little corner. That's where the GoPro sound was actually coming from. So it was still able to make it. That's why this case was still good. Here we go. Now this hole is much bigger. Let's see, I'm gonna just put it just a little bit more down. So now let's put the GoPro inside. I'm just going to try to clean it up a little bit. There's bits of, oh, that's rubber. That is original GoPro rubber right there. That was actually kind of getting in the way because I drilled it out. So anyways, let's stick this GoPro right inside. Wow, I'm almost dropping it. Let's lock it up. So you could kind of see that the hole is actually just slightly above there. So the very first one that I drilled right there where the holes that's actually was not like where the microphone was. I mean, now it is. But now that I got it, you know, to this size, might as well actually run a bigger one through it. I'm just gonna make a decision, like, which size do I want to use. Probably like use this here. That would actually make a bit more sense. it immediately wants to just grab. So now it looks a little bit better. The hole is just pretty much round now in that place. I do have a Wise, guys, but it's more like for metal, and I'm probably gonna attach it to the end of the stable. But I don't have a time to set it up yet. I've been really focused a lot on getting this garage ready and just doing so much to it. It's just unbelievable what I was able to do in the past couple weeks in here. Because I actually plan to do mechanical videos on the inside. A lot of them are going to be shot with a GoPro, so sometimes I'm going to use in this case, sometimes I'll be using those other cases. I mean, for today's video, I'm just going to use this because obviously, well, I'll actually use this one here. This is going to be like my new favorite. It's already on here, so we're pretty much done. So now I'm going to Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please subscribe to my channel and hit a like. And if you want to see my video how I end up breaking my vlogging stick, this is the original Ghost stick, guys. Click on that video that's going to appear over here somewhere at the end of this video. Because I broke it, I messed it up, so now I gotta buy a new one. See you guys.
My name is Serge Zimaleta. I'm 37 years old, and yes, I experienced success after buying my first home for cash. Back in 2011, I was broke, but I learned to solve problems on my own. Now, I'm helping others to solve their problems. I know what pitfalls to avoid to stay profitable in business. Need motivation to be more successful in your life? Do you have Sprinter expedite their business problems? Then subscribe. Let's find creative solutions to your problems. Hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of my helpful videos.